3, 2, 1.
The link down below has been replaced, but I still urge you to head to the link below, educate yourself, and consider supporting Ukraine financially. All the sources down there have been vetted. Your money will go to the right place. It's been a while since we launched a God rocket, and it's absolutely insane 85 what are these called? Mastodon liquid fuel engines. The KE-1, the most god-awful powerful rocket in our fleet, which is being tasked with launching a Pinnacle engine. Yeah, alright. We thought that was exclusive to Pegasus and the Pegasus-class exploration ships, but turns out it's efficient enough that we can use it to get pretty much anywhere. Oh, and that's carrying the ugliest lander that I've ever built. This is the Tylo shot. Tylo shot is built for one purpose and one purpose only. Get us to and from the surface of Tylo. Now, Tylo is the hardest planet in the solar system to land on, at least in terms of bodies that don't have an atmosphere. In terms of bodies that do have an atmosphere, obviously Eve is the tougher option, but we're not quite there yet. So, this mission is gonna go a bit differently than how we normally do these missions. The first thing you'll notice is that every opportunity to rip stuff off of this thing, we will be taking that opportunity. The ladder has a separator on it, and we are going to attempt to rip off every single unnecessary piece before we leave. And another thing is, Pegasus does not have the ability to actually carry something this heavy to Tylo and make it back. So this is going on its own, and that's why it's strapped to the top of this absolutely enormous rocket, which I have definitely tested. Jeb is our pilot on this one. Jofke is our engineer, if I can find Jofke. Where is he? I just saw him. Where is he? We gotta have Jofke. He's the most batshit insane engineer that we have. And we need a scientist. Dave. We'll do Dave. Right, so you're using the... Alright, let's have you be the all-white spacesuit. Jofke will be the white and blue, and Jebediah will be the orange. You might want to put your helmet on there. So, we are live on our YouTube main channel right now, and someone just said this rocket looks like it has way too much drag, it would collapse in real life. Yeah, it probably would. Especially towards the top there. And also, I'm going to attempt to do this with the landing legs down, I think. Actually, we might be fine if we have them up. Either way, these boxes are getting torn off. These ladders are getting torn off. That box right there, also getting torn off, even with the ground anchors, which is probably what I'm going to end up attaching all of the boxes to. Like, anything we can do to shed weight off of this thing on the way up. It's gonna be a nightmare. And I have no idea how it's gonna go. you on the pad. Okay, so physics turned on. Nothing is broken yet by some miracle. Looks like this launch is gonna be a night launch. We're not gonna stop in orbit either. This is just gonna go straight up and out of Kerbin's sphere of influence. Now, this ship can get us to the surface of Tylo and back into the orbit of Tylo, but it won't get us all the way home. So, Pegasus will be following behind, and they will be the ride home. We'll have to rendezvous in orbit. Hopefully we have the fuel for that. If not, Pegasus can definitely pick up the slack. Either way, this is probably going to work. Alright. Here we go. See, I hit the button and it's taking forever to turn all the engines on. Oh, she's heavy. Hit up SAS. I don't want this thing tipping over. It's a rocket so mind-numbingly powerful that all of this smoke is about to disappear, actually. It can't handle this much smoke. In about a few more seconds. A few more. Or maybe not. Maybe it can handle it. I don't know. I kind of thought that it had trouble. Oh, nope, never mind. There it goes. There it goes. Alright, I thought it was actually good for a second there. Is that Minmus? I think that's Minmus right there. That little tiny, tiny speck. Huh. That's neat. You don't normally see that. I mean, like, at night, it's easy enough to spot, but still, you don't see it too often from the launch pad. Anyway, let's see how we're doing here on fuel. Speed is still below 100 meters per second, which is not ideal. There are 85 engines in this list. Hang on. Right. We got about 1,000 meters per second of fuel left in the first stage. And then that will separate for another 1,100. And then that will separate for another 2,200. At that point, we're down to about 25 engines, give or take. I want to use as much of the Pinnacle engine to get us as close as possible to Tylo, because like the more fuel we can spare on that upper stage, the better. And according to the live chat, because we're live on our main channel right now, we got 1 meters per second to the power of 2 acceleration. Yeah, it's not a fast rocket. But it's obscenely powerful. This is the slowest part of the job. Once we actually get this thing into space, it might, well, actually, we got that giant engine on the back of this thing, so nothing is going to get better for a while, actually. And when we swap over to Pegasus to get that on its way, that's also going to be a big nightmare. In fact, fact, since we have a lot to do in this particular video, I think we're gonna skip this part of the launch, actually. We'll be back. Okay, let's be honest, I'm recording this one because it's usually entertaining. Boosters are away. Kind of figured they would explode, but they didn't. Huh. Alright, disappointing. Anyway, back to flying. Okay, we are starting to reach the point where this starts to seriously increase in altitude at a very, very rapid speed, which is good because we are nearly empty on that stage. Reach apogee in 20 minutes and the boosters will fall all the way back down to Kerbin. No idea where they will come down though. Probably somewhere near the equator. Who knows? I don't know. We're just doing a direct injection into interplanetary space. It'd probably be easier to start in orbit, but gravity turning with a god rocket is a nightmare. Okay, yeah, that's starting to go a lot faster since the last time I looked at it. When it starts going like 10,000 meters at a time, that's how you know you're starting to get pretty high above the planet. There we go. It's around halfway between Kerbin and the Mun. It's the most exciting thing to ever happen. I'm gonna level with you. Let's play a game. Will this fuel run out before I leave Kerbin's sphere of influence? Let's find out. 229, 218, 207, 184. We're getting speed now. Speed. Apogee's now in 1 day. We got a Mun intercept. Wait for it. Throttle down a little bit. Oh yeah, just barely made it. 45 meters left on that stage. And she is on her way. Jeb, Jofke, and Dave to be the first Kerbals on Tylo. Alright. Now let's figure out their ride home. Okay, Pegasus is going to go ahead and burn at apogee. Now, Pegasus is not carrying a lander today, which means we can really open up on the throttle. Really see what she can do. Alright. We're just gonna go there and burn until we are out of the Kerbin system. Go ahead and align us to that maneuver. Oh yeah, her power system's gonna hold up just fine. Just fine. I thought about bringing Unicorn with us, but right now I'm using Unicorn to directly support the Mun base, which, believe me, they desperately need that support. Okay. That node is in 11 minutes, and also, Pegasus is running on a reduced crew. There are only 5 people on board for this mission. That is because, when we go to pick up the other 3 in our lander, they are gonna need space. Pegasus has a maximum crew capacity of 8, which means she is going to be flying at capacity. I'm not particularly concerned about getting her maneuvers here exactly correct. At least not until we go to Joule injection. Here we go. Fire off the engines on the light side of Kerbin. Easy now. There we go. 12 seconds. Everything has to work for this mission to actually succeed. Burn time 1 minute and 2 seconds. Oh, shit. You know what? This actually gives me a chance to, try out the, experiment that I've been meaning to do with Pegasus. Alright. Let me see. 3, 2, 1. We should probably we probably should have started burning 30 seconds ago, actually. There we go. Really open her up, see what she can do. That's it. Okay, so that experiment I wanted to do was with the accelerometer. Okay, 1.4 Gs. Okay. That's the amount of Gs that we get when the engine is firing aboard Pegasus. Fascinating. Can't believe we've flown this thing halfway around the solar system. And okay, that's not fair. She's been to more than half the solar system at this point, but still. We've done all this, and we never bothered to try that. What about the accelerometer? How much do we get on that? That's the... Oh, no, wait, no. Didn't we just do the accelerometer? No, that... Yeah, we just did the accelerometer. And the gravity detector is a... Huh. Yeah, process that in the lab. Anyway, 6.27 meters per second, actually. But I can't tell if that's from the engine or that's actually what we're getting from Kerbin. We seriously never... Hang on. One of you, crew report. Oh. There's no one down in engineering, actually. Alright, one of you guys, crew report? Oh, for fuck's sake. Bridge! Okay. I was a bit worried there. I thought that was actually science that we failed to do. I would also like to log the seismic data. Seismic scan can't be done right now. Huh. And do the pressure data. Which, of course, there is none, because we're in space, but whatever. Again, Pegasus is not actually gonna carry the lander. She's just our ride home. This is how, pretty much all of our remaining missions are gonna go down, by the way. Except for Eve. Pegasus will be carrying a lander for that, actually. I haven't decided which one yet, but it is one that we've already made, because Pegasus is actually going to Gilly. There's actually a lot involved in the Eve mission, thinking about it. Oh, Lord. Pegasus is going. We're sending a relay satellite. We're sending the actual lander. Oh, Lord. Okay. Start throttling her down. Easy. Easy now. Viper asks, how hard are we burning? And I think we're actually nearly done here. Yep, nearly done. Again, Viper is on the live chat. We had a Mun intercept just then. Too bad Pegasus has been to the Mun. Too bad I've been to the Mun more times than I can count. Nearly there. Alright, bring us down to 1/3. Just be gentle with her. She hasn't broken on us this long. She's not gonna break on us today. Alright. She's away and out of the solar system. With that, both of our spacecraft are good to go. I think. Does this one have a return vector? I don't know. I'll check that and get back to the video. Anyway, I'm gonna figure out injection maneuvers and we'll be back. Okay, update on our needlessly complicated operation here. I have Kerbal alarm clock set to go off for Pegasus inject and Intrepid inject. That is now the name of the Tylo shot spacecraft, and once I go back over there, I will be renaming it. Now, Pegasus is going to be burning 2,899.9, basically 2,900 meters per second delta V. She's perfectly capable of that, and I think Intrepid ended up burning a fair bit less than that, actually. Yeah, something around 2,700, and in order to do that, it is going to burn through its 3rd stage engine, its 4th stage engine, and then we're going to have to turn on the Pinnacle for the rest of the way, which is only going to get it maybe 6,000 more meters per second. 67. I haven't looked at it in a hot second. I'd have to see it again. Either way, yeah, we're moving. Our maneuvers are all the way on the other side of the sun, but we're moving. Okay, here we are, getting down close to our burn time. I'm wondering if the alarm clock is actually going to work. I don't know. I've never used it before. I just kind of go with the flow. I'm honestly astonished that they didn't add the alarm clock earlier. Like, if this thing works, it's gonna be great. Oh, Viper in the live chat is talking about salvation in Elite Dangerous. That was, what was that? What video was that? I think that was this past week. We were talking about the death of salvation. Why did that go down? Wait, is it auto-adjusting? I think it is. Huh. Fantastic. Thank you. And I'm waiting for it to beep really loud when we hit 1 hour. Beep. 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 Whenever you're ready. It has to hit an hour first, I guess. After this, we'll make our adjustment burns, and from there, we'll attempt to get an intercept with... Oh. It actually did just halt time warp. Okay, cool. Thank you. Now time warp again to about 13 seconds before the actual burn. Oh, no, wait, no. 1 minute 35, actually, is when we're going to start the burn at T-minus 135. That'll give us a nice, even burn on T-minus and T-plus. And we get it, like, smack dab in the middle of it, the actual maneuver point. Easy now. This is Pegasus. A lot more can stand to go wrong with Pegasus. But I'm kinda using this to psych myself up for the other one. Oh, for God's sake, speed this up. Yeah, it's a space exploration game, but boy, am I impatient. Alright, we're at 131, so, 4 seconds late, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter until those adjustment burns anyway. Keep us aimed at that maneuver. Try not to lose control of the ship itself. I need to pull up some information on Tylo. How far does it orbit from Jool? What is its semi-major axis? What's its equatorial radius? Its orbital velocity? Its sphere of influence. That's actually a really important one. It's 10.8 mil, by the way. Synchronous orbit would be 14,000. So it does not spin very fast. Density is 46... How do I know? That's a point. Is that a point? Yep, that's a point. 46,787 kilograms per meter squared. Yeah. That is dense. Anyway, orbital altitude. It has an inclination of 0.025, which is negligible. Sidereal orbital period. Mass. Density, escape velocity. Where the heck is it? I don't know. I'll probably find it. Alright. Well, this is my life burning this engine for the next, hour or so. I don't know. I'll save you the pain of this one. Okay, we're getting down here to the end of the burn. Which she performed very well. I think she already has that, Jool intercept. She does. We could stop now. But let's see if we could get it a little closer. Yeah. Slow her down. Slow her down. There we go. We're getting that periaps down by a lot. A whole lot. Oh my god. Alright, that's doing crazy things to our after orbit. Crazy, crazy things to our after orbit. Alright, that's 45 mil. I'm afraid if we go much further, we might actually hit it. So I'm gonna cut it there. Because its current after orbit has us 206 billion meters away from the sun. The gravity well on Jool is a crazy beautiful thing. Alright, I was gonna try to do some orbital adjustments as she gets closer, but at this point I think she's fine. Alright, she's on her way. Let's switch over to the giant thing that I built. Okay, we're back with Intrepid. These are the only 2 solar panels it has deployed currently. This is gonna be insane. Burn will start at 3:16, actually. Alright, I'm glad I looked at that again. I had it wrong. Alright. $3:16, here we go. Those rear engines are gonna die immediately, though. And go. Not. Okay. They burned longer than I thought they would. She's actually burning the wrong way. So, yeah. Every single fucking thing needs to go correct in this mission. We've already screwed it up. Okay, so my error has produced a bit of a problem. Those boosters are now in the way. And if we hit any of them, this whole mission is over. Okay, yeah, this is worth a quick save. Pegasus would have to do a 180 and come get us, because that is not something that we can recover from. All right, as long as this new trajectory does not have us slam into a booster. Once we're on the other side of them, I'll redo the burn, and then hopefully I'll redo the maneuver node, and hopefully everything will be fine. Either way, we just need to get past this unwelcome obstacle. Threading a needle, hitting a target the size of a pinhead. Not dying. Drifting kind of close to that, extra booster there, pal. Uncomfortably close. Well, I'm sure the live chat at home would love to see a mid-space collision, so, or not. Stand by. This might work out. I don't like our odds, but here we go. Not getting any closer to them, actually. What's that about? Okay, there we go. Alright, our relative velocities are starting to match up. This is gonna suck. And of course, once this engine is done, we need to go and eject that and figure out the pinnacle engines, fire that up. Okay. Get visual contact on those boosters again. I do not like this. This is closer than I'd like already. And the space station goes crazy if it comes within like 30 kilometers. This is like 1.3, so imagine how that makes me feel. And no, it's less than a kilometer. Should be safe, though. Okay. Minor setback, but we do have enough fuel to continue. Okay, we are coming down to the last of this stage. Now, once we're done here, we're gonna have to plug in the Pinnacle engine, see what we can do with that, see how far it'll take us. It's looking like it might only be 6,310, but to be fair, it's an extremely heavy lander. Go now. Okay. Now we need to figure out the decouplings. But before we do that, I get to do something that I have always wanted to do. Toggle every single solar panel on this thing all at the same time. Oh, that is glorious. That is beautiful. That's brilliant. I love that. That's like that scene in For All Mankind when they deploy the solar sail in Season 3. That's spoilers for Season 3, if, I don't know, if anyone's big into that show like I am. Anyway. Fare thee well, launch stage, we hardly knew ye. And that is the quietest engine in space. That'll carry us all the way to our destination. More or less. I'm hoping that we get enough out of this to actually start our descent down to the surface. The more that we can, bleed off on our approach, the better. We'll see how it goes. And we are coming down to the very end of our burn here. Starting to get more and more skeptical that it's actually going to be enough. Because... well, actually, it's moving slower now, and we just got the intercept, so, shows what I know. Alright, let's get that periaps all the way down. Alright, we're aiming for, I think it was 183 mil. Something along those lines. Alright, easy now. 300, 200, let's aim for 150 mil. 130... 129, not bad. Okay. Both of our ships have an intercept with the Jolly Green Giant. The Julie Green Giant. Yeah, alright, what, how long until it? 2 years, 85 days? Yeah, alright, awesome. I'll beat myself up until then. I'm sorry for that joke. Alright, we're coming into Jules' influence here. Intrepid is behind us by over a month, actually, is when it's actually going to get its intercept. So, oh, wow, that's a slingy shotty. That's a slingy that's a shoddy slingy if I've ever seen one. Look at that. Periaps in 56 days. Though, at least we're not hitting it. Okay. Next order of business, I need to figure out a Tylo intercept. So, advance transfer to another planet. And let's see if I can actually select it. Hang on. Hang on. You seriously can't grab that? Those tiny little specks of dirt circling, Jewel? Alright, here we go. Set as the target. Initial orbit must not be hyper... oh, boy. Okay. Fine. I'll play hardball. I'll play hardball. Alright, let's see here. Fine-tune closest approach to target at... let me just pull up some... oh, I minimized my browser. Let me just pull up some Tylo info right here. Its sphere of influence is 10,856,000 meters. So let's bring it into 800,000. Which would be about 800 kilometers. Okay, if we were to burn right now, yeah, we could do that, but it threw that node at me so dang quickly, I had no time to react to it. Also, what would that do to our after orbit? I have to wonder. Huh. Actually, not much. That's kind of crazy. That is going to get me an intercept. Yes, actually it will. By passing even closer to Joule, we can get an intercept with Tylo in 56 days. That's crazy. All right. Let me see if I can set it up. Okay, we're gonna try an experiment here by removing the node and creating it again. Yep, nope, we gotta burn immediately. But that's okay, we got a pretty accurate estimate with that. Easy now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit more. That was perfect. We're good. Call it. Okay. Now check the orbit. That will work. That's in 56 days. But periaps with Joule is also in 56 days, actually. Okay. Well, here's the deal. I kind of wanted to see it. So, just add a quick maneuver right there. It doesn't have to actually be anything. I just want the alarm clock up. I've never been this close to the big green thing. Give me an hour's notice on that. And apply. Alright. I gotta go check on Intrepid, but I will be back with probably the best damn view we're ever gonna get of the green gas giant. Okay, so we're still figuring out some maneuvers here. Pegasus will be doing its injection burn first, but I figured I'd bring the recording back to show you guys this incredible view. This is the closest we have ever been to the Jolly Green Giant. It's even closer than the Eagle Heavy probe, which is absolutely insane. I don't even know if we get new science at this point. Let me check. We don't. This is still considered high over Joule, but that's one heckin' view. I'm gonna have to take a picture. Okay, here we are. Getting in close. Pegasus got here way ahead of Intrepid by a factor of 6. Intrepid is gonna enter Joule's sphere of influence in 6 days. Pegasus is gonna be around Tylo in about an hour, more or less. I don't know, we'll see what happens with the periaps, as long as we don't ram directly into it. Yeah, that would be the alarm clock adjusting my time acceleration. I didn't put a delay on that either, so this should... Or not, never mind. It's okay, we'll accelerate a little bit more. We're still bleeding off a lot of speed here. Alright, here we go. Not even gonna ram it this time, which is good. Alright. Let's get an estimate on how much fuel it will take to circularize us. The maneuver planner, please. Circularize at the next periapse. Create. Pegasus has made it. That's not even. Oh, man. Okay, so the good news is we have that ride home. We have no idea if we're actually going to be able to land on it. I think the landing site that I picked was, I think, between these two craters. So we're going to have to hope that this moon is tidal locked to Jewel, because I'd like to land on the light side, because the lander doesn't actually have any landing lights. They're heavy, and I can't pull them off when we're done. What do? Sue me? I'm saving weight. This is going to fire at 111. And once I start firing, I'm thinking we'll end the video there. Hopefully, next week, we have a landing that we can brag about. More or less. You know how I said no astronaut goes into space with their fingers crossed? I'm crossing my fingers right now.